Science is simply the word we use to describe a method of organizing our curiosity. Namaskar, one and all present here. I, Kashish Agarwal, welcome you all to the second day, that is the science day of our inter-school competition, Xpressions 2021. Science is a very broad term. Behind everything, there is a science. Science that facilitates you to understand the mysterious ways of all phenomena. Do you know what's the best gift we can give to our future generation? Simple, green environment, and at the same time, living the maxim, live and let live. So to witness the same spirit, today we have PowerPoint presentation on the theme Sustainable Green Schools. Before we commence with the contest, I welcome our honorable judges, Ms. Preeti Saxena ma'am and Mr. Nitin Sharma sir, and invite them to evaluate the contestants' presentation and to declare the best out of all deserving ones. Welcome, ma'am and sir. Participants, to note the following points. Welcome, ma'am and sir. Participants, to note the following points. Presentation should be of 4 minutes only, and there will be a warning bell after 3 minutes and a final bell after the time is up. Secondly, at the end of the presentation, there will be a questionnaire with the judges. Thirdly, marks will be given on the basis of relevance, creativity, layout, and presentation. And marks will be deducted if time limit is exceeded. Okay, so now fasten your seatbelts to have an exciting tour of sustainable green schools. Let's begin. Firstly, I would like to call upon school with code number 1.
Is my presentation visible? Okay. Good morning, esteemed judges and my fellow participants. I'm Siddharth Singh of grade 11, and I'm going to be presenting on the topic Green School. Established in 2002, our school has been putting the best foot forward for the holistic development of the students. But is providing education enough? Our school, along with empowering our students with knowledge, is constantly making efforts to provide a sustainable environment and future for the children. We keep saying that the children are the future, but this would not be possible if there is no future to begin with. Thanks to our hard-working groundsmen, we have a flourishing and lavish green campus, providing the perfect atmosphere for students. In the following slides, I will be showcasing the changes made by our school to make it greener, which include but are not limited to LED lights, daylight integration, waste paper management, and so on. A classroom shapes a child. To give justice to this phrase, the school incorporated methods of natural ventilation and daylight integration in the building structure to ensure proper light and fresh air. Many studies have proven that well-ventilated clean air can lead to better performance by maintaining student alertness as well as their health. It also enables the school to cut back on their electricity costs. The data provided in this slide informs us of how the school manages to save a lot of money using these methods. LCD and LED monitors are being used, which in place of older CTR monitors consume significantly less energy, thus saving electricity. LEDs do not emit UV rays, and are also 100% recyclable and also reduce our carbon footprint as a plus. LED lights convert 95% of the consumed energy into light and 40% into heat. They will give us the same amount of light as traditional lights with only 36 watts consumed. This is a big help to the environment, considering that they will demand less energy from power plants and fewer greenhouse gases emitted. This slide tells us more about the resources saved by the school by using these methods. Water is safe to say is one of the most essential resources we have, and conserving it is a must. There cannot be a green school without the facility of saving and reusing water. At our school, water harvesting chambers placed around the school help accumulate all the waste RO and rainwater, which provides for keeping the grounds maintained and serves other purposes as well. Paper, the most found and used material in an educational institution. Over 16 million tons of paper is used in our country alone. In an effort to save paper, our school provides newspapers, exam papers, cartons to the Go Green recycling unit twice a year. By eliminating the use of paper in our management system, the school saves a lot of money and newer methods like electronic mail and other applications are being used. Moving on to our transport system. Why use 4 cars? At our school, the wonderful teacher and student relationship has a big advantage. By carpooling, the teachers and students together reduce the carbon emission and reduce their fuel usage by a whopping 75%. Even in the school, numerous poster making competitions and initiatives are taken to enlighten the students and make them aware about conserving the environment and helping humanity as a whole. Thank you.
What a wonderful presentation. Now it's the turn for the judges' line, a few words by judges. Judges, please unmute yourself and speak.
Uh, okay, I'm sorry. I think there was some problem with the voice. Well, it was a nice presentation, Siddharth, if I'm not wrong, code number 1. You have done quite a good homework, and you have even shown very minor details of the school, which I think would very difficult to find out otherwise. But yes, it was a good effort, and definitely we should move towards more healthy environment right now, because having faced last 7-8 months, we know what is the importance of being more friendly towards the environment. So it was really a nice one. Thank you so much. So I think we can move forward for the next presentation now. If other service, Nitin sir would like to say something, and hand over the mic to him.
It was a nice presentation. All the points were included and details were well explained. But I think there's a point which was missing, the increased health and well-being. There are 3 pillars for green schools: reduce environment impact, increase environmental sustainability. So explained 2 points very well, but I think it would be lacking in increased health and well-being. Otherwise, thank you.
Thank you, judges. Now is the turn of school with core number 2. Code number 2, you are not audible. Code number 2, are you able to listen us? Code number 2,
Good morning. Am I audible?
yes, now you're audible.
Yeah. This is
Your
my
time starts now.
presentation. This is my presentation for the Green School. It is an initiative
Speak
to raise the
loudly.
awareness. It is the initiative raised by the Tata Steel Company for the initiative. This raised the awareness and understanding about the environmental issues for regarding for the school campuses for the whole school approaches from each and every students. Mostly focuses upon the recycle, reducible, and reuse the things, all the eco-friendly and holistic educations. Mostly targets the students and teachers for the school class 6 to 12th. It motivates the student about environmental conservations, learning while saving energies, resources, and money. These are the few locations around India, 10 schools across locations, Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Sikkim, etc. And now the question arises, why should we adopt a green school? Mostly we see that our environment is going outgrid every day. Research supports that the environment, outdoors conservation, increasing student achievements, increasing awareness in the students and community about the environment conservations. Our Earth is going excrete from the carbon dioxide excretion from many of the digital exclusives, which helps the green schools to reuse, reduce, and recycle. These are the few differences in between the green school and regular schools. Green school creates a difference. And what is the difference? It makes green healthy, friendly to the student. And the classroom based instructions program are few such as shown. Its main aim to provide the students an opportunity to learn about the environment, not by memorizing it, but by doing. The concept of the green school was introduced firstly in Europe in 1990s, while the Rio Earth Summit 1992 took cognizance of need to take action every area in which human impact on environment. These are the few advantages which are shown as such. These are it is a data of the percentage of the green school in different countries. Now, do we have one Earth? Obviously, yes. We need many green sustainable school. Give a thought to it and go green. Thanks.
Thank you, code number 2. So now it's time for the words by judges. Judges, please unmute yourself.
Yes, code number 2. I think you have not shown your presentation. You were only showing me the file of PPT file, but you have not shown the presentation on a proper platform to the show media. It should have been a slideshow view, but you have not shown that, first of all. Secondly, let me tell one thing. When we talk about sustainable green school, we take into account one more important thing, that sustainable basically means not only doing something or modifying whatever we have, keeping in mind the current generation, but we have to also think for the future generation. So you have not mentioned anything regarding the future generation, that what we intend to do further. So otherwise, because you have not shown the presentation, it's very difficult to tell that what was the creativity you had in your mind. Whatever you were speaking, that was only evaluated. I think that the rest, Nitin sir would be good enough to explain that. Thank you.
Thank you. I am fully agree with you. The presentation was not running, so I could not understand what you would tell. It was not clear. So be prepared next whenever you participate anyway. Thank you.
Thank you, judges. Once I heard oxygen and magnesium were going together, and I was like, OMG. How funny, no?
इसके बाद फिर बड़ा पहले गुड मॉर्निंग बोल के ऐप में दबा दे बोल देना चप्पल तेरा मुंह दिखा मुंह दिखा रही पंगी
I hope you got the joke. So what are we waiting for? Let's invite the next participant with the code number 3.
Good morning, respected judges, teacher, and my dear friends. Today I am going to present my view on the topic sustainable green school.
Code number 3, can you share your screen?
Yeah.
So please share your screen. We are
Green school. What is a sustainable green school? A sustainable school is about more than the circumstances, more than the programming. Then
code number 3, we are playing your presentation. You just instruct us when you want the next slide. Okay?
I am sharing my screen.
You wait for now. We'll first have the presentation by code 4.
I am showing my presentation through the video. I am not able to show my screen.
Okay, wait, we'll play for you, but just wait for few minutes. We'll first have the presentation by code number 4.
Good morning, everyone. I am Tanvi Garg and I am here to present my presentation on a green school. Green school, clean and green is our perfect dream. What is a green school? Reduced environmental impact, increased health and well-being, increased environmental and sustainable literacy. These are the 4 topics I'll be talking about in my presentation. Plans to protect air and water, wilderness and wildlife are in fact plans to protect a man. So what is a green school? A green school is a resource efficient, energy efficient, water efficient school which provides clean air, biodiversity, and healthy food habits. These are the 3 pillars of green school. So the first pillar, reduced environmental impact. This can be done via reducing energy and water use, cutting back on fossil fuels, and reducing waste. These are some simple ways in which we can reduce. So, firstly, if the school has a canteen, there will be food waste. So instead of throwing it, we should recompose it, and then it will convert into a rich manure. Every school has a massive production of waste, paper waste. So instead of using normal notebooks, paper notebooks, we should try and use G Suits. Let's make our Google Docs our new notebook. Every school should have waste segregation, different for dry waste and wet waste. Then the wet waste can further go into decomposed pits. If the school gardens have dry leaf waste, we should never burn them because they are the highest producer of carbon dioxide. Instead, we should put them in decomposer. And if the school has electronic waste, we should contact e-waste recycling unit of our area. During school events, plastic water bottles are often used. So the school should have a backup plan as to use their plastic. Every student should be self-motivated to switch off their lights whenever they leave the classroom. Solar panels are a very efficient way of saving energy. We can use them over the parking lot, on the buildings. Vertical gardens are very efficient, and while planting trees, we should make sure we plant native trees instead of exotic plants, as they use less resources and attract local species, increasing the biodiversity of the school. So the second pillar, increased health and well-being. The school
Please mute yourself.
The school should ensure increase the data activities. They should increase the number of servings of whole grain fruit and vegetables. The school should increase the physical activity time. School should ensure that their air is pollution free. For that, they can contact the Central Pollution Board of their area, and they'll help you optimize your school environment. Moving on to the third pillar, increased environmental and sustainable literacy. Teaching students about sustainability and environment gives them the tool they need to solve global challenges we face now and in future. For that, we should ensure that on birthdays, instead of bringing chocolates, the children can bring 5 plants and then plant in the school gardens. The school can organize workshops and competition reducing sustainability like waste recycle mania, and sustainability should be included in the curriculum. Whatever options the school opts, the students should be able to see them, like the compost pit. Students' knowledge can influence their behavior.
Regarding the green school concept, it was really a nice one, definitely. But then next time, whenever you prepare, please keep in mind the whole theme of your presentation. It was sustainable green school, right? The rest, I think Sir can specify more.
You have very well covered all the regarding green school concept, and I'm happy with the presentation. All points are covered very well. Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, your voice is not audible.
My voice is not audible.
Okay, code number 3.
Yeah.
We are coming back to you and we'll play your presentation. You just have to explain and you have to instruct us when you want the next slide, okay?
You are muted.
Code number 3.
Your voice is not audible.
We are saying that we'll play your presentation and you have to explain it over here and you have to instruct us when you want us to change the slide, okay?
तेरे बुद्धि कभी पड़ रही है, इसकी दिल क्यों खोल रही है?
Code number 3, please respond.
वीडियो दिख रहा है यार, तू पागल है क्या यार? क्या कर रही है तू?
Please mute yourself.
यार तू पागल है. Good morning. dear judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Today I am going to present my view on the topic sustainable green school. What is a sustainable green schools? So education was the decision as an essential element to generate the awareness in the culture. In the national conservations of the environment developed in the and the journey Rio and the journey. Rio and the Zorin's bridges in the 1992. As we in the sustainable development goal by the 2020, the planning of the action for the peoples did the plan and the perspective that they cannot be met without the acknowledge. They improve the connecting between the education development and a sustainable learning environment. So what is a green school? A green school is a one which the addresses of the health and the hierarchicals of the children. They conserve the natural resources and use the less water, and they optimize the energy effectively, and they generate the less water as the compared to conservation of the school. Green week. First, we test the 1 week of the green. 1 week. This is called the green week. What is the first we test the test? The week will be devoted to the green educations and the sustainability. Each constraint area will teach one green lessons during the week. Let's we so we know this is so much important for the students to know the what is the important of the sustainable green school for our future. 65% of the school. What is the benefit of the implementation of whole school? What is the benefit for the students and what is the benefit for the school? The benefit for the student, this is positive impact as a result of the environmental education, and the benefit for the school, the 33% less energy and the 32% less water is used. The second benefit for the student, this is significant increase in the test score, and the benefit for this school, the 1,000 per year of this save the average cost the 1,000 per year. The benefit for the schools, the equity engaged in the environmental educations, and the benefit for the school, they reduce the absence of the student is reduced, and the improve the health of the students and staff, and they increase the indoor air qualities, and the 35% of reduction in the asthma. The 45% of the students they believe that their actions have the power to change their school community. They just reducing the school carbon footprint. This 67% of the students they just believe that their power is the 67% of the students they just believe that their power is improved. Their school environment performs has the improved because of their actions. So leading a sustainable school, why should be sustainable? So let's So how can we reuse at the school? So few examples are there for reuse in the schools, just like the school clothes, school slippers, shoes, and the electrical equipments, and the item we most commonly recycle, and the paper, aluminium, glass, steels, and the cardboard, and the yet wastes. We we reuse these all the resources in the future. Thank you.
Time up. So let's see what our judges want to say about it.
Code number 3. First of all, this is for the
Excuse
future.
me, ma'am, your voice is not audible.
My voice is not audible.
Ma'am, it's audible to us.
Okay, just check it up again. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay, so code number 3. First of all, when you are giving a presentation, I think you should sit in a place which is completely silent so that I can hear only your voice properly. Second thing, regarding the content, though of course you did your efforts to give the best, but I think somewhere it was lacking regarding the content part also, and even the presentation part. So I think better luck next time. You should improve further. Thank you.
Fully agree with them. You need to prepare very well in advance for any competition. Be prepared next time. Thank you.
Thank you, judges. Do you know, once I told a chemistry joke in my class, but there was no reaction. I can't understand why. This tour is becoming interesting, and let's make it more engrossing by inviting our next participant with the code number 5. Code number 5, are you? You are not audible. Code number 5. You are not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Did you know building 34 new green schools in Los Angeles alone would reduce 94,000 tons of carbon dioxide? Did you know students in America miss approximately 14 million school days per year because of asthma? Did you know sustainable schools save on average $100,000 per year on operational costs? Good morning, everyone. I am here to express our views on the topic Green School. What is Green School? A green school is a school that creates a healthy environment conducive to learning while saving energy, environmental resources, and money. The green school has clean, healthy, protective, and green surroundings. The 3 pillars of green school are reduced environmental impacts and costs, increased health, well-being, and performance, increased environmental and sustainability literacy for all. A green school meets most of the criteria given below. Most of the working staff, students, and labor in the school should use sustainable mode of transportation or non-pollutant transportation. Maximum use of energy-efficient lighting to conserve energy and use of alternative sources of energy. It encourages schools to minimize use of conventional lights without compromising sufficient lighting for students. Maintain a high green cover inside and around the school campus, along with the great biodiversity by planting native species of plants. Harvest rainwater through rainwater harvesting systems and reuse treated wastewater. Wastewater can be treated at school level. Why green school? These help students to consolidate and apply knowledge, gain understanding of environmental process, interrelationship and issues, acquire a number of life skills, and help foster attitudes, values, and sensitivity towards environmental concerns. It promotes both the physical and psychosocial health of learners and others in school. It ensures a healthy, hygienic, and safe learning environment with healthy practices. Also, they address productive learning environment. Green schools building create an environment where students and teachers are more comfortable, less prone to illness, and more focused on teaching and learning. Fresh air ventilation. By improving indoor air quality, green schools can improve the health of students, faculty, and staff, potentially decreasing sick days. High quality acoustics. Optimizing classroom acoustics so that children can hear is fundamental for learning. A green school provides an environment to lessen distractions and encourages participation. Ample natural lights. Skylight and large windows allow daylight into green schools, which improves student wellness and academic performance. Daylight also plays a critical role in the behavioral development of young students. Efficient use of resources. The utility cost savings in green school are generated from many sources, including energy efficient lighting, heating, and air conditioning systems. Energy efficient lighting and occupancy sensors, daylighting strategies, and low maintenance expenses. An ecological curriculum. Environmental education helps build creative thinking and relationship skills and foster leadership qualities. It demonstrates better academic performance across curriculum. Sustainable community practices. Sustainable schools are the teaching tool that bring together environmental education and community engagement. These collaborative activities inspire all the members of school community, which create a culture of continuous learning, growth, and development. Characteristics of green school. School built with more daylighting, better ventilation, and healthy green building materials like non-VOC carpets and paints are healthier for students and staff and result in fewer sick days. Increase student performance. A lack of fresh air can reduce student attentiveness. Studies have shown that student test scores can improve up to 20% when kids learn in green classrooms that have more daylighting, improved classroom acoustics, and healthier paints and carpets that don't release toxic chemicals into the air. Save energy, save money. Operating costs for energy and water in a green school can be reduced by 20% to 40%, directing more funding towards teachers' salaries, textbooks, and computers. Reduce water usage. On average, a green school reduces water usage by 32%. This reduction has direct savings for the building as well as substantial societal benefits such as reducing stormwater runoff and transporting and treating wastewater. Create green jobs. Investing in building green school is an investment in green jobs, including green construction, building product manufacturing, and green architecture. Improve equity. Greening public schools create an opportunity to improve the health and educational settings for all the students while taking into account students' diverse identity and needs. Provide educational opportunity. Buildings can become teaching tools and important features of science, maths, and environmental curriculum.
Time is up. It's now. Let's have a question here from the others.
Code number 5. Can I ask, what do you mean by that word VOC?
Sorry?
What do you mean by the term VOC that you have used in health and well-being? Full form of that word. Okay. It is. Don't you know about that? Volatile organic compound. And second thing that I want to know, how you reduce water consumption in school buildings.
Code number 5.
Thank you. I hand over mic to ma'am. If you want to ask anything.
Well, first of all, regarding the presentation, it was good, but I think it was too lengthy. Definitely, there were so many points which were being covered here. What I feel is that whenever you make a presentation, keep in mind two things: that what you are speaking, it should actually match with whatever you are showing. And the second thing is that the content should be such that it should be only highlight the main points. It should not be a form of a paragraph where you are putting all the text and the audience has to derive the meaning or the inference of that paragraph. I think the rest was okay, so we can move further.
The moment has come to invite the next participant with the code number 6. Code number 6. Code number 6, you're not audible. Code number 6. Code number 6. Okay, so let's move to our next participant with code number 7.
I'm going to present my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Good morning, esteemed judges, teachers, and my fellow mates. I am Aditya Rawat, and today I am going to present my views on sustainable green school. What is sustainable green school? A green school is a school that creates healthy environment conducive to learning while saving energy, environmental resources, and money. Some of the benefits of green school are as follows. Increases to performance of students, It enhances responsibility for their own actions. It leads to better environmental related behavior and experiential learning. Let us see the benefits in detail. Enhances attentiveness, enhances students' attentiveness, scores, attendance, learning ability, hence enhances students' overall productivity. Students learn to take responsibility of their own actions by differentiating between do's and don'ts. It has positive impact on community through involvement of parents and community at large. It leads to low environmental costs as it results in effective use of available resources. It helps in sustainable development, as true development is the one that meets the need of present generation without borrowing anything from future generations. The better environmental related behavior leads to change in our own lifestyle, which will become eco-friendly. The experiential learning brings lifelong lessons for students and also results in improved health of students and staff. Ways to make school green. Encourage walking or cycling to school. Grow indoor plants. Make zero waste classrooms. Do rainwater harvesting. Install solar panels. Educate students about sustainability and importance of recycling. Use electricity in an efficient way. Visit a recycling center. Plant a rain garden. Use recyclables for art projects. Start composting. Take a pledge. Set up a green student club. And conduct a waste audit. Even if 50% of these steps are taken, it will help us to go long way in establishing sustainable green schools. Let us see these steps in a little detail now. Walking and cycling reduces emission of harmful gases to environment. Study shows that indoor plants naturally purify the air and provide health benefits. We should recycle and reuse waste in classrooms. Rainwater harvesting can reduce water bill to great extent. Solar panels help in reducing electricity costs. Recycling is the most important step to save the environment. A simple step of educating students to turn off lights while leaving the classroom will save electricity bill. A field trip to a landfill site will help students to understand the importance of recycling. Planting trees help reduce pollution and is the most important way giving back to environment. We should promote recycling for art projects among students. Even food, which is considered waste, can be used to make manure for plants to grow well. Taking pledge makes students determined towards their responsibility. Setting up a green student club shifts the onus of saving environment to students and they then discharge their duties with full responsibility. A waste audit helps to keep a check on waste generation and its reuse. Sustainable green schools should be the only way of life. A school, as the board of education, is the ideal place to instill responsibility towards Mother Nature. It positively enhances behavior of children and shapes their attitude and creates empathy and compassion towards environment. Sustainable green school should not be a separate task or project. Rather, it has to be the norm. Thank you.
It really made me feel as if I were in the sustainable green school itself. Now let's have a few questions and words by the judges.
Very well presented PPT.
Thank you,
And
sir.
can you tell me the ways to reduce wastage in classroom?
Okay, sir. So, firstly, we'll organize some competitions to make students aware of the waste generated in the classroom and the reusage of it. For example, that the food waste that is generated in classrooms, like vegetable peels and some like chapati that falls down on the ground. So we can collect that all and make compost for it. So it will help us to make our school greener, as the manure from the compost can be used to make the plants grow better. And we can okay.
Thank you. Hand over mic to ma'am.
Code number 7, it was really a nice presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
You have mentioned regarding green schools. Can I ask you one thing on this? We have not talked about anything regarding sustainable.
Ma'am, I have talked about sustainable green.
Then can you explain what is sustainable?
Sustainable have words, the first 7 words sustain, which means doing anything in a proper manner without exploiting the thing. Sustainable green school, the word sustainable means to undertake anything without exploiting or overusing anything and can be safe for future generation to be used. And this concept is known as sustainable development. So overall, I can say sustainable means usage of anything that you do in a proper, conscious manner.
Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, judges. Let's get back to the code number 6. Code number 6. Okay. With the same spirit being bring into play, the next part is presentation by the participant with code number 8.
Good morning to all the students and teachers here. I'd like to quickly introduce myself. I'm Himanshi from class 11 science. Today I'd like to discuss about sustainable green schools with you. Firstly, and the most important questions which comes in our mind is what is actually a green school? So a green school is more than curriculum. So a green school is more than curriculum, more than programming. It's a school that totally supports global sustainability in every way. A school that creates a healthy environment conducive to learning while saving energy, environmental resources, and savings. There are many other characteristics of green school like protect health, increase student performance, reduce carbon emission, improve equity, create green jobs, provide a unique educational opportunity, improve daily attendance, improve teacher retention, reduce water usage, save energy, save money. And now a very important question. Why sustainable schools are important? We know that majority of time by students are spent in school. So the most important question is that how schools can teach students to about sustainability in green schools. And the journey to that goals begin with educating students in a healthy and sustainable environment. So here is a very short video for you all regarding sustainable green schools. got to know many important things about green school from this video. So the next question which comes to our mind is, what is the Green Schools Program or GSP? The Green School Program or GSP aims to provide school students an opportunity to learn about environment not by memorizing it another textbook but by doing. It helps schools to become good environmental managers by developing pragmatic solutions to reduce wastage of precious resources. There are many pathways taken by schools to make them a sustainable green school. So the first step is green and healthy schools and communities. Second, food and agriculture. Third, waste management. Fourth, green living and consumerism. Fifth, energy. Sixth, land, air and natural world. Seventh, water. Eighth, atmosphere and climate. Ninth, ecosystems and biodiversity. 10th, STEM and the future of sustainability. 11th, transportation. 12th, outdoor learning and exploration. There are many other things which can be done by school to make them a very efficient, sustainable green school, which can be done by like controlling exposure to environmental factors, by installing the energy recovery ventilation equipment, by including playgrounds, outdoor classrooms, athletic fields available for the students. There are many other different activities which can be conducted by schools to teach more and more things about green school to the students. Like playgrounds can be made healthier by reducing paved areas and replacing them with grass, which also reduces stormwater runoff and sedimentation. And also by reducing water runoff from its site and by reducing rainwater storage capacity on site. There can be made many different clubs in school like Eco Club and Nature Club, which can organize different activities weekly for the students to know more about green schools. Many other things can be done by for creating awareness among students.
We must conserve our natural resources. I repeat my new word, conserve. Friends, repeat the new word, conserve. Learn character from trees, values from roots, and change from leaves.
There are many impact of environmental education on students. It is reported that 86% positive changes are reported in students, and 90% increased skills are reported, and 83% better environmental behaviors are shown by students. There are many benefits of sustainable K-12 facilities, like 87% reduced absenteeism, 74% ability to attract or retain teachers, 72% improved communities. So at last, I just wanted to say that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And in school, we can start this by educating the students more and more about sustainable green schools. Thank you.
What a sublime presentation it was. Now let's have few questions and words by our judges.
I think code number 8, it was really a nice presentation. You have, I think, covered almost all the points, but definitely we can inculcate many new ideas into it. So I'm looking forward for a presentation which can inculcate all those ideas. Thank you.
Nice presentation. I agree with ma'am. But it can be better. There is always a scope of improvement. Thank you.
Thank you, judges.
Yes, okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Time has come to ring up the curtain and call our next participant with code number.
What we are doing to the nature of the world is but a mirror reflection of what we are doing to ourselves and one another. Good morning. I am Neenal Goel. I'm here to present my views presentation on the topic the Sustainable Green School. Our planet Earth itself is a living organism, an enormous being of which we are a part of. But due to the unending want and the selfish desires of human beings, our Mother Earth is disintegrating. Look after the land will look after you. Destroy the land, and it will destroy you. If we want a future, we have to protect our planet. Therefore, we are in great need of sustainable development, and a part of it is the Green School. The idea of the green initiative in the schools at any age level is a positive step towards installing sustainability in the minds of all future generations. The Green School is a school that creates a healthy environmental conditions to learning while saving energy, environmental resources, and money. This implies that the Green School, the educational program, physical place, and organizational culture all support sustainability. Green schools are very advantageous as it reduces environmental impact and cost, improves occupants' health and performance, increases environmental and sustainability literacy for all graduates. The impact of green schools on people are that's why sustainable schools are important. We need to give students the educational program, physical place, and organizational culture to encourage the development of environmentally conscious global citizens. The journey to that global being goals began with the educating students in the healthy and sustainable environment. The benefits of the green school are as follows. We don't want to protect the environment. We want to create an environment that doesn't need protection. The greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. So, what can we do to make our environment more safer, healthier, and cleaner? First, encouraging people to walk and practice yoga. Second, go green. Third, minimizing the use of water. Fourth, stop pollution. Fifth, get down to earth. Sixth, class dedicated to cleaning. Seventh, being energy efficient. Eighth, sustainable classrooms. Ninth, turn the old into something new. 11th, get plans for the classroom. 12th, making the use of 5 hours. 13, a club dedicated to environmentalists. 14, produce own power. The activist is not the man who says the river is dirty. The activist is the man who cleans up the river. So I would like to conclude by saying the Green School is about more than the curriculum, more than programming, and more than the bricks and mortar. It is a part of the change that is desperately needed today. Without this, our planet's survival is at stake. Thank you.
I was not able to remove my eyes from the screen. What about you? Let's hear from our judges.
Well, Meenal, this presentation appeared to be much more as a totally text-oriented presentation. Well, it was good effort on your part, but you have inculcated all the text, and I think it is very difficult for the audience to actually read what you have written. Anyway, it was a nice effort.
Effort was nice, but you were reading only the headings. The content was not clear. Thank you. Keep it present in better manner next time.
Thank you, judges. With the enlightenment we got from this, let's move on to our next school with the code number 10.
Good morning, judges. I'm Disha Mittal of class 11, and I would like to present my PPT on the topic Sustainable Green School. Green School is a building or facility that creates a healthy environment that is conducive to learning while saving energy, water, and resources. Sustainable school create an environment where teachers and faculty can cultivate a positive and progressive school culture. Teachers have more opportunity to devise unique learning opportunity and student benefit through increased participation and productivity and improved problem solving and critical thinking skills. Sustainable school uses the teaching tool that bring together environmental education and community engagement. Why green schools? Green schools have many positive aspects. It addresses many environmental problems and create productive learning. It addresses many problems like such schools have better daylight and view for enhancing the learning environment, have enhanced ventilation to reduce the health issues, have better acoustics for better understanding, built with low emitting material which enhance indoor air quality, have green transportation which reduce CO2 emission and smog, promote waste segregation and handling which result in wealth from the waste and are water efficient. We are well aware of the fact that the sources of fresh water which can be used by humans in their daily lives are limited. With the rapid increase in population, the demand for water is also growing. So one of the main objectives of Green School is to reduce water use and protect its quality. Uses of water can be reduced by practicing rainwater harvesting, using water efficient fittings and fixtures such as ultra low flushing water closets and faucets. Plastic pollution is not a new story. However, it is one issue that is grown over years, and that is why using bamboo products to replace plastic is one of the feasible solutions in this ballooning plastic waste issue. So it's time to wake up to the green alternative that really is a planet saver, bamboo. Now, wow, why bamboo only? It is fast growing, cheap to produce, really available, eco-friendly, renewable material, fully biodegradable and compostable, and not a scarce resource. The world is shifting towards renewables because renewable energy is a technology, not a resource that could exhaust at any time. Renewable energy won't run out, maintenance requirements are low, produces no greenhouse gas emissions, which will ultimately help in controlling air pollution. And Green School harness these renewable energy like solar energy and wind energy. Health problems, especially asthma, is the leading cause of school absenteeism. So there is dire need to protect the health of everyone by improving indoor air quality and reducing environmental issues like smog, ozone depletion, global warming. This can be achieved by following some practices like planting more indoor plants, which are considered as a natural purifier and can absorb harmful toxins from air, especially in enclosed spaces. They are more natural and cost effective and even therapeutic. Choosing safer products containing less toxins, maintaining and updating equipments to HEPA vacuums or microfibers. We can shift
Participants,
microfibers.
please wait for a bit. We have a technical glitch from our side. Okay. Code number 10.
Yes.
Your video was switched off while you were presenting the presentation.
Actually, that's the problem. While I'm sharing, my video is turning off. Is it a problem?
It's okay. Now you can continue.
I have to restart, or I'll continue where I left.
Continue from where you left.
Okay, thank you. This can be achieved by following some practices like planting more indoor plants, which are considered as a natural purifier and can absorb harmful toxin from air, especially in enclosed spaces, are more natural and cost effective. Choosing safer products containing less toxins, maintaining and updating equipment to HEPA vacuums and microfibers, disinfecting only targeted areas, keeping the dirt out by using easy to clean. We can also shift towards microfiber because microfiber is a synthetic fiber finer than one thread having diameter of less than 10 micrometer. It is consist of polyester and polyamide. They are better cleaners, environment friendly, cost effective, durable, soft, and better absorbent. Finally, I would like to conclude my presentation by saying a green school should create delight when entered, serenity and health when occupied, and regret when departed. Thank you.
What a marvelous presentation. Let's hear from our judges.
I think it was a good presentation, and I liked the use of bamboo and microfiber. But one point, it was lagging in one point, in increased environmental and sustainability literacy. Uh, that point was lacking only, but otherwise a good presentation.
Thank you.
Well, I agree with sir. It was a nice presentation, but I would like to ask here one question that you have discussed about microfibers, but how are the microfibers an important or you can say a part of school? Because you're talking about green schools. So how we are I think our focus should totally be towards school. So when you talk about microfibers, how can microfibers be a part of green school?
Ma'am, asthma is the main disease or main cause of school absenteeism in students. So we can go for microfiber like curtains and use microfiber in these things to contain more dirt or reduce the dirt in the school so that those students don't suffer. Their health will be better.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, judges. Due to network glitch, we were not able to connect with code number 6. So now let's welcome code number 6.
Am I audible?
Yes.
So I'm sharing my screen. Is it visible now?
Yes.
So, a very warm morning to one and all present here. I am Abhishek Das, code number 6 of 12th class, and today I'm gonna express my views and perception on sustainable green school. So, suppose a scene 7 a.m. in the morning, turning up from whole day's sleep mode to working mode of whole day's hustle bustle. And next to your door, you see a heap of unused garbage which can be recycled, but it is not. How will you feel at that time? What will be your reaction? I'll think, how can we be so irresponsible? So, every problem in this world has its solution, only the deal is we have to search it. And today I'm here to express my solution on this question. So, One question to all: who are the strongest people in the world? You know the answer. And the answer is students. Yeah, students. We, students, the upcoming future of our countries. We have the power to change the whole world with the strongest weapon, education. And from where we get our powers? From our respective schools. So let us discuss the journey of sustainability of resources from school only. Schools are the place where we learn, explore, innovate, and apply our ideas in real life. So, can a school be a sustainable green school? It's a nice question. Yes, a school can be a sustainable green school. Let's get started because now we are going to experience the power of students and power of a green school. Let's begin our journey. So, my first question: what are green schools? Are they green in color? No, they are not. Jokes apart, a green school is that which creates a clean, healthy, protective, and green surrounding which helps in saving energy, environmental resources, and money. A green school is much more than a curriculum based school, more than a programming of students, and not only made up by stones and bricks. It is made to teach the importance of nature to the students, its resource, along with its academic course. Green schools are made up with the help of nature and they also do help of nature through their students' ideas. So, what makes a green school different? Here, in a green school, every little thing is inclined toward nature as much as possible. Here, students are not programmed how to gain marks, but they try to make students feel the nature, to understand the nature. Their mindset are different. They prepare students to lead the world so that they can make a balance of sustainability and need of resources. How can we relate sustainability and education? This is a nice question. If I say what happens if we mix the concept of sustainability and the ideas of students, of school students. So sustainability is not only to stabilize the currently disruptive relationship between us two most complex systems. First, need of resources versus wasting of resources. Let's see how much wastage is done. Paper is wasted 27% at the top, glass 4.5%, metal 9.1%, plastic 12.8%, rubber or leather 9%, wood 6.2%, yard trimming 13.5%, and food 14.6%. Can you believe food for which every human struggle and we are wasting it by a share of 14.6% and others by 3.3%. Now let's see the mixture of sustainable idea and thoughts of school system. So if we mix the school ideas with the concept of sustainability, we get a new product, sustainable green school. Let's see. How can we change? Please wait a minute. Yeah. How can we change a school to a sustainable green school? First of all, we First of all, we all students and teachers should come forward to make this dream come true. First, close to nature. Nature pleases everyone. Gentle breeze touches everyone's heart. There is no comparison with nature's gentle, cool breeze. So why to install 2, 3 ACs in each class? When nature is giving us such an important tool, which is sunlight for enlightenment of our future. The building should be designed in such a way that the air circulation must go proper. As a result, there will be no need to install ACs in class. And in summer, we should plant more and more trees near the windows in order to avoid the harmful waves in summer. And its result will be gentle and cool breeze. We get a good source of vitamin D, saving of electricity. Second, reuse every drop of water or save every drop of water. When lunch bell rings, each and every single child hurry towards water cooler to wash his her hands and to attack on lunch. Me also. But have you ever thought how much clean water is waste in just washing our hands? In that case, we should install a separate tank that will collect that water which we used earlier to wash our hands so that we can use it afterwards for cleaning of toilets, floors, and others.
Time is up.
Every student and teacher should cooperate in this. Everyone should notice where the taps were leaking. All should come front of this. Third, when life is full of composition, why not to try decomposition? A separate dustbin should always be there in the class so that the leftover peels of veggies and fruits should be thrown in this. Our every breath depend on them. Green gold is giving us the most important thing to survive every single second. But what we are doing them, what we are giving them in result, it is a responsibility to save them. I request every student, teacher, and other people to donate and sow a plant as we give parties to our batchmate and classmate on any of the get-together occasion. Working with plant will teach you all the social commitment in a soothing way. This was told by V. Karthikeyan. Students and teachers should use more and more e-cycles or cycles and e-vehicles which reduce a lot of pollution, and also to further supply up this message to many of the students and outer world. More and more solar panels should
Time
be.
is up now. Stop.
One last point, please. Reusing every single material, just like using the backside of paper for notice board. I think all of us know this thing, but their ideas could be better than mine also. But not only knowing is education, but to imply is education. This is what a green school teaches. Ending up my words here only. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity to share my perception on this platform. Thanks.
It was an energetic presentation. Now let's have a few questions and words by our judges.
Well, code number 6, it was really a nice presentation. You have covered almost maximum points regarding the actual usage, because we are more, it's very important for us to be more practical. We cannot be all just theoretical on paper, but you have covered many aspects of how we can make our schools more green or keeping in mind the environment needs. So definitely it was a nice one.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
It was a good presentation, but time limit was violated. And second thing, most of the in the your presentation, focus was mostly on energy conservation, and other two pillars were neglected, I think.
Yes, sir. I will keep in mind next time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, judges. Periodic table reminded me of one question. What two periodic elements combined together heal? I repeat myself. What two periodic elements combined together heal? Any guesses? It's simple. Let me tell the answer. Helium and aluminium. With the same zeal, let's convoke the next school with core number 11.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to express my views on the topic Sustainable Green School. So what is Sustainable Green School? Sustainable Green School is that which creates clean, healthy, protective, and green surroundings while saving energy, environmental resources, and money. Then what makes it sustainable? Use of renewable energy, reuse and recycling, use of materials that are non-toxic, efficient use of energy, water, and other resources. Then material efficiency. Materials should be used that can be recycled and can generate surplus of energy. Then I have given a topic, school with the difference, where I am going to show you all that if we'll take some points to be done in our school, then how will school will look like. Solar panels. Solar panels provide unlimited and reliable energy designed to work on cloudy days. Even in wintry environments, solar panels can generate a significant amount of power for universities and schools that install them. Second point is recyclable things. One of the most used things that can be recycled at school is paper. Children can also practice hands on paper recycling. So I'm just giving an advice. For that, we can make a different store in school where we can get the recyclable materials. Then, clean and green school. A green school reduces environmental negative impacts and costs. It improves the health of students and staff, potentially decreasing sick days. Related to this only, dry and wet waste. Waste segregation refers to the separation of wet waste and dry waste. The main purpose is to recycle dry waste easily and to use wet waste as compost. Then the most important topic, rainwater harvesting. The system capture rainwater by directing it from surfaces to an underground or overground holding tank. The system will reduce the risk of flooding and have a positive effect on surface water drainage, as the system reduces the soil erosion and the pollution of water bodies due to fertilizers and pesticides. Then I'm going to tell you that we can make handmade papers in school also, and we can take the use of these papers for crafts and notes. We can make these papers by cut or tear the paper scraps into small pieces and place the pieces into a medium bowl. Then we'll pour enough cool water into our bowl and just cover from the paper and push the crabs down into the waste and into the water. And once the paper is mushy, then transfer it and place your splatter screen on your tray and scrape the paper pulp out of the bowl and spread out on the splatter screen. Make the pulp layer thin enough that the paper isn't super thick, but thick enough that the paper actually stick together without holes in it. Once you'll transfer all the pulp, use your hands or tie pen to carefully press out as much as possible. Then pour out the excess water if you didn't like and allow the paper to drain or air dry and dry it. It may take a day or two or dry fully. I have given a special attention to this topic only because we have practiced this matter in our school also. Thank you so much.
It was a smashing presentation. Before moving on to our next participant, let's have a word by our judges.
Well, it was a good one, but I think it was somewhere the contents were not up to that mark. So better luck next time.
Yes, I do agree with ma'am. The presentation was going on one direction only, and other aspects are neglected. Thank you, and better luck next time.
Thank you, judges. All the contestants to make the note of the points that that the time limit is exceeding. So please try to complete your presentation in the given time limit, that is of 4 minutes. Now let's get the next presentation on the ground, for which I invite the participant with code number 12. Code number 12, you are not audible. Code number 12. Okay, we'll come back to you. Till then, let's call our next participant with code number 13.
Am I audible?
Yes.
And is my screen visible?
Yes.
Is it? All right.
Your code number?
13. Uh, you guys might have heard of vampire. Everyone has, obviously, we have read books on it. We have watched movies on it. Those blood-sucking, human-looking like creatures. They suck out every liter of blood from their victim's body, leaving their victim completely pale and bloodless. I might be thinking, why am I talking about vampire and how I'm going to connect it to the sustainable green school? Well, you see, this is what we've been doing to this planet since as long as I can remember, probably more than a century or thousands of years. This planet gave us resources to build things.
We are not able to see your screen.
My
it
screen?
Has paused. Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's paused. I'll be continuing later. Just a minute.
Okay.
I'm just introducing guys. So this planet gave us resources to build things, consume things, to get through our lives. But without even thinking twice, we recklessly hewed trees. We polluted water bodies, and this beautiful biosphere, we really messed with it. So, namaskar. My name is Suryansh Pyadwal. I'm a student of class 11th. And in this presentation, we are going to reconsider what we have done. So in the presentation, I'll be talking about sustainable green school, and here are the contents I'll be talking in this presentation. The first is, what is a sustainable green school? Why do we need a sustainable green school? Measures to establish a sustainable green school, and measures exercised by my school and impacts of sustainable green school on our community. So first, what is a sustainable green school? So an institution that strives to be free of toxins, uses resources sustainably, create a green, healthy place for children, focuses on environmental education, that's all done. In a nutshell, an institution that reduces the environmental impacts, improves the occupant's health and performance. So now let's talk about, why do we need a sustainable green school? Pollutants on constant rise. The air quality touches worst since 2016. Toxic smokes make your eyes burn. What Beijing gets it right, which Delhi doesn't. So you see a few newspaper cuttings and headlines, and you might read it as well, and you can see how severe the condition is right now. How messed up our environment is at this particular stage. So I'll be elaborating in the further points why we have messed up and how we have messed up this environment. So why do we need a sustainable green school? Obviously, the first is that the environment is degrading at alarming rates. Thousands and hundreds of students are exposed to lethal toxins at their school. There's a very bad learning environment for the students. Still, millions of population lack the basic drinking water services. Trillions of water is wasted annually. Millions of hectares of forest areas chopped off in just a half a decade, and 4 tons of CO2 is emitted annually just by a single person. And more than half of the vertebrate lives, they are severely affected just because of your and mine selfish act. And this was, my friend, just the beginning. Don't get me started. So now let's talk about how we can overcome these problems at least the school level. So here are some measures to establish a green school. The first is obviously recycling the waste product, being energy efficient, using renewable energy sources to power the institution, establishing a green team or eco community, using air purifiers if your school or institution is near the polluted area or is in the polluted areas, having a clinic within the premises, and please conducting a weekly, if not monthly, checkups, dedicating a class for cleaning, conducting mock awareness rallies, planting indoor and outdoor, focusing more on a practical kind of education rather than theoretical, educating communities and students about sustainable development, water management, waste management, and plantation, and obviously encouraging students to respect the nature, fellow beings, and organism, and implementing some proper measures for solid liquid waste management. So now, let's talk about some of the points and some of the efforts made by my school. So obviously, are some points you can learn so you can implement in your school. And if you've got some points, please tell me. I'll be very interested in them. So our school actually, our management has appointed a nodal officer to monitor and regulate the following activities. Apart from that, our school is also planning to use solar panel to produce electricity. So first,
Time
let's
is
talk
up.
about, time's up. Just give me a minute. So let's talk about the water management in our school. So our school has been practicing rainwater harvesting with multiple rainwater harvesting sites, 50,000 liter of tank. And that tank was to charge our, obviously, the tube well. We use it for watering plants, for drinking purposes, by purifying it, and in toilets. Apart from that, we also have a reuse the RO water. So we collect the water from your water coolers, pump it into the tank, and then later we use it to flush the water in the toilets and watering the plants. Apart from that, our school also has a waste management system. So we have 4 dustbins at each floor. Four dustbins at each floor, a pair for a wet waste, a pair for the dry waste, helps us segregate the waste very easily. We also have initiative to make notebooks from the rough and discarded papers. So we call it a roll the rough activity in our
Time
school.
is up.
Just 2 minutes, please. So our school, actually, we bundle up the blank paper left at the end of our notebooks, collect them, punch them, spiral bind them, and voila, we have a new recycled notebook. And apart from that, you can see that we also have a cleanliness at our school. Our management has always taught us to consider school as your second home. So we are asked to carry mask, broom, and gear to clean the school at predetermined dates. And apart from that, we also have a nursery at our school. So that nursery has a variety of plants in it. It's always pleasurable to watch them. And we have also successfully begun vermicomposting at our school. We share the compost made in our school with the nearby communities and schools. And I can go on with my nursery because that is the best thing about, I believe, my school. So finally, we've reached at the end. And how can we not discuss about the impacts it would have on our community? So obviously, there's a reduction in carbon emission near the area of institution. There's improved faculty and student health. With a very improved faculty and student health, they might share their experience with the community where they reside, resulting more practitioner of sustainability. Better working learning environment for the students and teachers, decrease in the maintenance cost of the institution. Running cost of the institution is also reduced. Positive impact on students and faculty intellect. There are many, many more points. This was
Thank
just
you for
on
number
display.
13. Now time is up. You have to stop.
All right. Thank you for being such a patient audience. It was my pleasure.
Let's have a few questions by our judges.
Yes.
Suryansh, you justify your name, the way you spoke, very confident.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
But your presentation was definitely a very good effort, and you have almost covered the points. But Suryansh, it is just my advice. Maybe you might not agree to it. I don't know how far. But then when you are doing something on the screen, I think when you are speaking also, there has to be some synchronization with the text you are showing and with the speech. So either you communicate through speech more, show text less. Otherwise, it's very difficult for the audience to, club both the things together.
There might be a latency in what I was speaking, what I was presenting. This is what I felt, but the internet connection is not very stable in the Jodhpur I'm right now. So it's not very stable here.
Anyway, it was really a nice effort.
Thank you, ma'am.
It was really a nice presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Anything your school have done for
wet waste in our school to produce the compost? And there's multiple other things. I just can't recall them right now. My teacher was telling me yesterday about them. I was just written it in some paper, so I can't recall them. But we have done shortly for sure.
You have not done anything in school, but your teacher has told you only. Huh?
No. We have done it at school, sir. Like compost, I've seen them. But recently in these lockdown times, another new initiative was taken in our school. Apart from that, we have been also making the notebooks and recycle notebooks at our school only.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, judges. Let's get back to code number 12. Code number 12. Okay, so let's move on to our next code, number 14.
A very good morning to galaxies of intelligence and everyone around me. So from the very beginning, I would like to tell you, like when we enter not somewhere, like in any school, when we see ground, greenery and leafy environment, it feels so peace. So we will begin with sustainable green school and what it actually means. So let's go with it. Mm. Okay, so what is sustainable green school? A sustainable green school is considered a preparation for all those young people for a living basis. When it's day-to-day practices and a commitment to care, like care for the planet, care for each other. And sustainable green school puts a great impact on the folks and on the environment of school. And yeah, it helps people and the students to reach their self-esteem and heights of success. Nextly, sustainable green school, there was a quote I read somewhere. It's sustainable development will not just be a subject in the classroom, it will be in its bricks and mortar in the way the school uses it. It generates its own power. Our students won't just be told about sustainable development, they will see and work within it, a living, learning place in which to explore what a sustainable lifestyle means. What the government says, so here comes the most important part. Like the government says that teachers always apply a great creative ideas to help their students, to help their satellite, to monitor their site. And somewhere the things have been uncoordinated and often confined to focus on the main special issues, like rather than the part of curriculum. So this is the knowledge of sustainability and we should focus on it. Mainly sustainable solutions. So we should be like on yearly basis, Green School unlock its door to brief its community, neighbors in the world about the solutions to environmental issues. The event is so exhibit sustainable solutions offered by students, NGOs and companies. From low tech to high tech, local to global, hundreds of people all over the world come together to enjoy the day of exhibition, music and joy. So pupils have also their own says. Like what concerns me most about the world, like if I would be the prime minister, I would make sure all communities have the best possible recycling facilities that they can. Make sure there is renewable energy, make sure that everyone world has a good supply of everything. Like, if I would be the principal, I would do this and this. This concerns us. This really concerns us. So what comes under sustainable green school, I'll make sure renewable energy, solar energy and micro hydropower. It provides 1/3 of the energy needs to the green school campus. And I think like everyone, and we have seen these impacts in each one of the schools and mainly they are held over. Compost toilets, they are less in number, but they should be implemented because it's more needed. The next we'll go to waste management, biofuel. A biofuel is that is produced through contemporary process from biomass rather than a fuel produced by the very simple geological process involved in the forming of fossil fuels. Bye-bye plastic bags. We all know how we are saying bye-bye to plastic bags. This is slow, but that's worthy. And recycling facilities in other than PPTs, I have seen it. But yeah, recycling facilities are more in the range, an example of collective community effort. Nextly, I have shown some kind of table which shows the whole sustainability benefits on the students, on the schools, on the planets. I'll read it. Like students, 98% of studies conducted by Stanford University revealed a positive impact as a result of environmental educations. Sustainable schools uses 33% less energy and 32% less water than conventionally constructed schools, and those to planet-friendly and initiatively environment was benefited. Just like this, significant increase in test scores, received direct and indirect savings, eco-friendly environment, increased student participation and engagement, reduce absenteeism, and opportunities for learning. Here I conclude, we all have a great impact of sustainable green school on ourselves and on the environment and on the planet. Thank you.
How artistic. Let's have a few questions and words by our judges.
Well, Nikita, it was really a nice effort on your part. And there was one question I would like to ask. You have discussed about recycle. But till now, whenever, on all the presentations, there was one question going in my mind that we have not discussed about another term, which is upcycle.
Yes,
do you know anything about that?
No, ma'am, I don't even know about it. But we have a kind of a criteria on this. We have a generator cycle in our school, which generates, like when we paddle, it generates electricity. So this is a kind of sustainable green school program that our school conducted. And I didn't have any idea about upcycle.
Okay, thank you.
What do your school have done for generating electricity?
So they concited a cycle which with electricity and other stuff, and when we pedal it, it generates electricity. It was connected with generator.
Is it enough to run the electricity for entire school?
No, sir, not that much, but it benefits somewhere. Like it's just a small step, and then it goes up and up.
Okay. Baiji.
Thank you, judges. No matter how popular they get, antibiotics will never get viral. It's time to make the environment more energetic by inviting the next school, Eco number 15. Yes. Am I audible? Yes. How many of you guys here know the meaning of the word school? Everyone, right? Well, according to Google, it's an institution for educating children. But for us, it's an emotion, a feeling. It's a place where each and every kind of creature can be found. It's also the place where the spiciest of gossips can be heard, right? Well, last year when schools were not in our mobile phones, a cousin of mine was complaining that how she feels suffocated and irritated by the improper ventilation system and the uncanny environment around the school. God, her rambling was long. Some of you will be thinking that whatever story I just narrated about my cousin is none of your concern, right? But let me tell you it is, because the solution of a problem is sustainable green schools. Namaskar, I'm Umal, and today I'll be talking to you about sustainable green schools. So without wasting any further time, let's start. An endless number of green buildings doesn't make a green city, and the endless number of environmental chapters doesn't make a green school. Isn't it true? Well, it is. The question might have popped up in your mind that what are green schools? Let me answer your question by taking two examples: normal schools and sustainable green schools. Let's talk about normal schools first. I think it's just some building based on curriculum and made up of bricks and mortar. They don't teach any cultural, environmental, and social values, henceforth making the child a bookworm. Ooh, the normal schools lack so many advantages of the green school. So let's start again. What are actually sustainable green schools? It's a a school that creates a healthy environment that is conducive to learning while saving energy, resources, and our precious money. You will be thinking that why we should consider green schools. Let me answer your question by taking in concern a nursery rhyme that we used to recite, Jack and Jill. But in today's context, I think that this one is more appropriate. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water, but alas, there was none. Climate change has caused serious drought in that area. Well, there are areas where water has become a precious resource these days. Why? I think you all know the answer of this question. The temperature is increasing and global warming is also increasing. The only way to eradicate environmental pollution is to take a step towards sustainable development. But, the benefits of green school don't stop here only. Rather, they're boon to both students and teachers alike. Here are some of its benefits. For example, they protect health, they increase student performance, they save energy and save money, and of course, they create green jobs. You must be wondering that how our own schools can be converted into green schools. Well, here are some tips. We can separate biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste separately so that non-biodegradable waste can be sent for recycling, whereas biodegradable waste can be converted into manure. And secondly, we live in northern hemisphere, so windows should be kept in south or southwest direction so max to max sunlight can enter the school. We can also install solar panels in school, which will not only help in saving energy, but will also low cost the amount that school pays for electricity. Rainwater harvesting is an excellent way to help the next generation learn about water conservation and the importance of our precious natural resource. We can also keep schools well aerated by growing plants such as areca palm, money plant, and Gerbera daisy. That sounds awesome. Also, we can introduce walking buses and we can bring in old objects and upcycle them. E-copies can be used instead of printed copies, and we can use natural and eco-friendly solutions to clean schools, which will help in reducing asthma and allergy flare-ups. Literacy is a key lever of change and a practical tool of empowerment on sustainable development. So let's join our hands together for the schools of now and educate children with sustainable methods which will lead them to a better future. Thank you.
It was fantabulous. Let's have a few words by our judges.
Code number 15. Well, nice effort on your part, definitely. And you touched few more topics on regarding the plants also, which was the name of the plants you mentioned. By the way, how far you are actually doing that in the classrooms? That is very important. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what I wanted to know is that, okay, as far as plants are concerned, it's okay. But then it's like, a cumulative effort done from each and every resource available in the school. That is very important. So nice presentation, but definitely you can improve much on this.
Thank you, judges. Let's convoke our next participant with code number 16. Code number 16.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we are able to see.
Okay.
ये सब तो अलग अलग स्कूल से ज्वाइन किया टीचर्स ने। बोर्ड मेंबर्स दिख रहे हैं क्या? 17 इस क्लास 17 में मेरे क्लास में 18 में 17 में उसके बाद 20 ये कौन है 2021 आस्क
Greetings of the New Year to one and all. Here, I'm presenting my views on sustainable green schools. Let's first find out what is sustainability. Sustainability simply means meeting our own needs without compromising with the requirements of the future generations. The aim of sustainable development is to balance our economic, environmental, and social needs, allowing prosperity and healthy living for present and coming generations. These include social progress and equality, environmental protection, conservation of nature and resources, and stable economic growth. As rightly quoted by George Holland, where the quality of life goes down for the environment, the quality of life goes down for humans. The concept of Green School was formulated in Johannesburg in 2002 in the World Summit on Sustainable Development. It stated that a green school is an eco school which creates a clean, healthy, protective, and green surroundings while saving energy, environmental, and economic resources. A sustainable green school is one which inculcates environmental sensitivity and promotes environmental sustainability with judicious use of resources. These are the teaching tools that bring together environmental education and community engagement. Sustainable green schools cater to the physical, mental, and emotional needs of a child while ensuring a school environment that is physically safe, emotionally secure, and psychologically enabling. Green infrastructure is one which uses less water, optimizes energy efficiency, conserves natural resources, generates less waste and promotes recycling, and also provides healthier spaces for people as compared to a conventional infrastructure. Schools need to be green holistically to address the following points: productive learning environment, students' health issues, ample natural light, proper air ventilation, high quality acoustics, recycling of waste, master planning, eco-friendly buildings and infrastructure. Sustainable green schools must learning while saving the 3 E's, which are environment, energy, and economy. We spend the majority of days in school buildings during the time of our pivotal growth. Thus, schools must be a space for creative thinking, a source of inspiration, and a starting point for a developing sense of awareness and responsibility. We must change our consumption habits. The Earth's resources are finite and cannot be stretched. We are living beyond our environmental capacity. We have to face the hard issues of this radically changing our habits. We can make our schools green by employing the 5 R's, which are reduce, reuse, refuse, recycle, and remove. We must reduce the use of single-use and disposable products. Reduce the packaging. Plastic bag usage must be reduced. Compost food leftovers, scraps, or use them in vermicompost or worm farm. This can be easily practiced in schools. Repairing items to reduce waste and conserving economy. We must find innovative ways to reuse old bags, containers, building materials, etc. Or we must reuse or charity unwanted materials and furniture, reusing glass containers, jars to store different items. Also, refusing plastic bags, disposable or single-used items, bottled water, and non-recyclable items is a good way to save resources. Recycling to reduce impact of pollution, getting appliances and furniture repaired instead of getting replaced, using products made with recycled materials, and recycling unwanted plastic bags. And the 5th R is remove. All the unwanted material, clutter, and waste which creates landfills must be removed timely so as to create an eco-friendly, sustainable, and healthy environment. As indicated in this slide, there are 10 ways of sustainability that can be inculcated in daily life. Concluding remarks: school buildings and landscapes powerfully influence the learning process. They increase the environmental awareness for students through hands on learning opportunity and a visible element of sustainable values. Thus, eco schools serve as tools for environmental education. Green schools prepare students to become leaders and citizens. Green schools make communities more sustainable, teaches students critical and creative future thinking skills, encourages environmental stewardship among students. A school culture of sustainability is one in which students, staff, and parents hold shared values and beliefs about the importance of taking action for a healthier, fair, and more environmentally stable society. Thanking you.
It was a very resourceful presentation. Now let's hear from our judges.
Nice presentation, and you have covered all the points. I think good luck.
Indeed, it was a nice presentation, and she has covered, I think, almost all the points. So, good one.
Thank you, judges. I want to tell you a mind-boggling fact before inviting our next participant. Mosquitoes prefer blood type O more than any other. Thank God, my blood group is not O. Now it's turn of participant with code number 17 to demonstrate the presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
And is my screen visible?
Not now.
Now?
No.
Is my screen visible?
No.
Just one second. Is my screen visible now?
Yes, it's visible.
कौन सा स्कूल है ये? कौन सा स्कूल है? उनको पता है।
One school
अरे मैडम हमारी वो चल रही है, कंपटीशन चल रहा है ऑनलाइन, उसमें वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करेंगे।
मैं तो कर रही हूँ, चल रहा है बिल्कुल।
Sustainable Green School. Good morning, everyone. I am Prerna Rathore of class 12, and I am going to share my PPT on Sustainable Green School. So, begin with what is a green building? A green building is the one which uses less water, optimizes energy efficiency, conserves natural resource, generates less waste, and provides a healthier place. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed. Rightly said by our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Sustainable development. And what is sustainable development? A development which meets the present need and does not compromise with the needs of the future generation. And everything we are doing, that we are doing only for our future generation. The concept of green schools. And the concept of green school is a school that creates a clean, healthy, protective, and green surrounding when saving energy, environmental resource, and money. Why a green school is needed. The World Summit on Sustainable Development WSSD held in Johnsonburg in 2002 formulated the concept and the need of green schools. This was first introduced in Europe in 1990s owing to an urgent need for everyone to be aware of the fact that if we continue to misuse and overexploit our natural resource, and the resources in our quest for development, the future of humanity and our planet is held at stake. And everyone knows nature is a tool to get children to experience not just a wider world, but themselves. A green school. Why a green school is needed? The green school is visualized as a school guided by the principles of environmental sustainability. With the advent of the concept of green school, the focus is put entirely on the children, encouraging them to use appropriate skills to take necessary action on environmental, economic, and social issues which are currently the needs of an hour and urgent issues that need to be addressed. So it is needed for a green school. The greenness of a school finds expression in various aspects of its environment. A green school has a clean, healthy, protective, and green surrounding. It promotes both physical and social health of learners and others in school, ensure a healthy, hygienic, and safe learning environment, a school free of drugs and corporal punishment or harassment. That bring children closer to the nature as far as possible and involves them in taking care of it. How we can make our school great? By controlling exposure to indoor environmental factors, by incorporating green buildings, measuring school design such as installing green recovery ventilation equipments and including solar panels and air quality should be good. With the school being provided an extensive outdoor spaces, including playgrounds, outdoor classroom, athletic fields, track, and our school are having all these facilities. The outdoor spaces of the schools, for example, playgrounds should be made healthier by reducing paved areas and replacing them with grass. In turn, also reduce stormwater runoff and sedimentation. And my school is have a lush green grass all over around it. What are the initiatives should a school take to promote a green school? Steps taken by the parents and students are the following: encouraging parents and kids to use public transport or to walk or bike to the school. Use carpools to bring many children at school. Reduce idling outside the school. Encourage the school to use buses with cleaner fuels, biodiesels, and to start investing in hybrid buses. During community service days, students should replace existing incandescent light bulbs with compact fluorescents. Educating the community. Educating a community is really very important. Creating a greener school requires educating the community about the importance of reducing carbon emissions and living more environmentally sustainable lives. First, inform yourself about what other schools are doing to become greener. For example, Riverdale Country Day School in New York City has installed a synthetic playground field composed of cork and coconut fiber that saves millions of gallons of water per year. Students may be more motivated to make their school greener when they are aware of what similar schools are doing. And we proudly claims that our school have received an achievement certificate for Global School Initiative 2020. Thank you for watching.
Wow, what a prepossessing presentation. Now let's hear some words from our judges.
Screen letter.
Well, it was good effort by code number 17. So, and I think she has covered many points.
Good effort, but literacy about sustainable and increase environmental impact, that was not included, I think. That is where your presentation lagging. Thank you.
Thank you, judges. Don't drink water while studying because chemistry says concentration decrease on adding water. Now let's invite our next participant with code number 18.
A green school makes students happy, healthier, delightful, energetic when they entered, and make them feel regret when they are departed. Good morning to respected judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. Myself K. Jagdish from School Chepuria Vidyalaya, and I am here to present my views on the topic Sustainable Green School. So let's start with a basic question. What is a sustainable green school? What are the properties? What are the characters it have? So first is that it should use renewable energy as a power source. For example, solar panels, wind turbines, they can use instead of main power supply from the power station. They can also use extra power source like solar panel and wind turbines because pollution is increasing day by day, and energy consumption and energy requirement is also increasing day by day. So by using solar panels and wind turbines, we can efficiently use energies. And next is schools can use smart grids in their classes, in their auditorium, in their corridors, in which they can use some sensors, for example motion sensors, cameras, to monitor if there is any person in the class or not. By using that cameras, by using their sensors, if there is no person in that school or any person in any classroom, then that sensor will automatically off all the lights, all the AC, all the fan in that school. By using some new technology like semiconductor technology, we can also implement in our green school. And also next thing is that for conservation of natural resources and conservation of water, for by using like rainwater harvesting system, by using smart taps, and by using waste or dirty water to gardening of the plants in the garden, we can conserve water and other natural resources. Like paints in school, we can paint by using natural dyes. These are some of the we can say methods by which we can make a school a green school, basically a sustainable green school. And next, one of the most important is to provide healthy environment to the students. For example, it is one of the first of all, it is one of the main reason to implement a sustainable green school, to provide healthy environment to the students and also to the faculty, because school is a temple for knowledge. Like in temple, when we entered, we feel focused, energetic, patient. In the similar way, if we are coming to school, we must feel energetic, focused, and also patience. Because school is a temple for knowledge, and there we should not feel a burden of marks, something like that. In green school, we will be get focused on environment, natural problems, how to use natural resources to make technologies which are useful for our country and nations. A green school must contain some important things like this. And next is that a green school must generate or less or uses waste efficiently. For example, they must have waste management system to manage non-biodegradable and biodegradable waste, to manage plastic waste. These are some of the important topics which will also we will discuss deeply in next slides. And next is that to promote greenery in the school. If we are entering a school, we would like to see green environment, green plants, green flowers, flowers of different colors. So we will naturally, we humans are natural creatures. We like to live in nature. That's why whenever there is a summer vacation, I like that, we like to go to hill station or something like a natural area. So in the same way, if we if a school like something like that, a natural area where it contains some recreational areas like small pond, small lake, a green playground, then it will be very useful for students to improve themselves. And next, that why do we need a green school? Because to save energy and cost of not our school, also to our nation and to our country. And second is to increase the student performance, marks and score. This is one of the important reason. And third is that to for proper physical, mental, social and physiological development of the students. This is also next most important thing. And as I already mentioned that we humans are, we like to live in the nature, we like to live in natural places. This so automatically this all will triggers and positive environment in the school, a healthier, delightful, enjoyable environment in the school. And next, what are the steps we can take to make school a green school? By using green transportation, for example e-vehicles, bicycles, electric buses. And we can also use in our, wait for 2 minutes, we can also use road campus we can use plastic. We have new technology. By using plastic waste we can also create roads, so we can also implement this in our school. And also we can protect our environment, so by this we can protect our environment from non biodegradable plastics. And we can also promote greenery in our school. We can also use water conservations in our school by using rainwater harvesting technology, by using smart taps which are automatically working, and also by providing proper ventilation, by using planting small herbs inside the classroom at the side. we, and also this will help to provide uh, healthier environment to not only to students but also to the faculty. And next is this: we humans like to live in daylight, natural daylight, but in school we use artificial lights, bulbs, LEDs. But if we study in natural daylight in the broad spectrums of the sun, we will our performance will automatically increase, and we will student can score good marks in exams, because we humans like to live in a natural area. So if we are studying in a natural daylight, if there is a proper arrangement, a proper we can say a building in which sunlight can easily enter in the classrooms, then it will very much helpful. And next is, school can use light shelves to bounce the sunlight deep into the classroom. School can use dust free chalk piece, which will be good for all those students who are asthma patients, and also for teachers, because they have bad effect on our lungs. School can use good quality furnitures made of eco-friendly materials. School can use dyes, paints which are also eco-friendly, and also solar panels,
Time is up.
windmills.
You need to stop.
Okay, just waste. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.
What a bonding presentation. Now let's hear from our judges.
Well,
Stop. कर ही नहीं रहा ना.
code number 18, you presented well, but one thing which I found which is lacking is that you're not discussing that what actually, there are certain things which even our various schools have done it on. So we are not talking about what we have actually done it. We are only talking about what we intend to do. But then how far we have been successful in doing it, that's not being covered at all. So I think that has to be highlighted.
Fully agree with that.
Yes,
but
time limit
should be taken care of. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, judges. Let's get back to code number 12.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Screen share. कर दिया यहाँ क्यों है?
Okay, good morning everyone. I'm Safin Sharma and I will present over the topic of sustainable green schools. So to make sure that everyone is on the same page, let's define what a green school is. A green school may be defined as a premise which is conducive to learning while it saves energy, water and resources. A green school provides a better environment for students to study. Why do we need green schools? We need green schools because in today's time, there's a heavy need for sustainable development. Ever since the Industrial Revolution, environment is degrading at a rapid pace, and there needs to be more awareness. Sustainable lifestyle should be taught at a young age, as school years form the foundation for a person's life. Teaching these values would help them realize their role in saving the environment. Sustainable energy helps everyone in many different forms. The use of sustainable energy in school helps everyone to save money and the environment. It teaches everyone a lesson that how the environment is in a critical condition and needs to be restored so humanity can survive. First, let's talk about better lighting. Better lighting can help the schools to cut down costs by a lot. This can be put to use by installing larger windows. Big windows help to eliminate the need of artificial sources of lighting. Such windows can also serve the double purpose of letting the cool breeze inside, so that whenever the temperatures are not too extreme, this can be calmed. Next, let's talk about the elimination of waste. The first step towards a fully sustainable green school would be eliminating and separating the generated waste. When waste is properly separated, it can be treated well. For example, plastic waste can be separated from biodegradable waste. Plastic can be recycled while the biodegradable waste can be composted. Next, let's talk about solar energy. Solar energy is a very efficient way of generating electricity. Solar panels can be established on top of the buildings, so electricity can be produced at all the times. Solar energy is usually more helpful for the environment compared to other sources, such as the conventional ones, which are nuclear energy and fuel generation. An average solar panel can produce 3 kilowatts an hour of electricity every day, which is very nice for daily purposes. Effective water management. We know water is an essential part of our daily commodities. Preventing wastage of water can help everyone save money and the environment. Effective methods such as rainwater harvesting and using efficient faucets can help save liters of water every day. Now let's emphasize a little over the tree plantations. Schools should try to encourage students to plant more and more trees in the nearby area. This helps everyone be aware of the deteriorating condition of the nature. Teachers can organize dedicated days for tree plantations so that all the students can come together and plant trees. Now, transportation. Conventional methods of transportation includes buses, cars. This form may be convenient, but it is harmful for the environment as the gaseous effluents may be released and harm the environment in several ways. To stop this, we can try carpooling. Carpooling helps in many forms, such as it reduces stress levels, improves social opportunities, reduces the fuel consumption. Other methods such as bicycles can be used, and we can also walk our way to the school. This helps the environment by a lot. To sum it all up, let's just say that this might not, some preparations are very costly and might not look feasible in the short term, but as we go over time, they are self-sustainable, such as solar panels. So in the longer run, they usually pay back all the initial costs of implementation and end up in a net profit. Thank you.
Wow, what an alluring presentation. Let's hear a few words and questions by our judges.
Well, code number 12, you have mentioned the advantages of all those energy resources and other resources, but then how they are being a part of a classroom. We're talking about building green schools. So in green schools, your classroom is a major resource or a place where you can use those resources. So it's not only talking about the energy resources, there are so many aspects which we need to cover in this. So I think you have covered some of the aspects, not all the aspects, which actually we were looking for.
Okay. Yes, many aspects are left, but good presentation overall. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, judges. I hope you enjoyed the tour. It was really a tough competition because all the presentations were breathtaking. I want to tell you a nail-biting fact. Do you know there is a protein named picacherine in our body? When I first heard it, I was like, is it Pokemon going on? Results will be announced tomorrow. That is in the closing ceremony of Xpressions 2021. Before ending with the event, I want to share a poem with you. Science be like. If it's green or wriggles, it's biology. If it stinks, it's chemistry. If it doesn't work, it's physics. If you see stars, it's astronomy. If it has faults, it's geology. If it's incomprehensible,